Hi, I'm Brian Hetrich. I'm a naturopathic doctor. I'm also a professional raw vegan chef. I'm a master grower. I'm an author. I'm a teacher. And I host health and wellness retreats on the side. And I'm very happy tonight to be here to talk about the world's most powerful superfood, Raw Living Spirulina. And this is my friend Tim.
Hi, I'm Tim White, and I'm the owner-founder of Raw Living Spirulina. So, about 3 years ago, I became partners with a company called Florida Algae. And it's a research and development company at the Florida Institute of Technology and Marine Facility in Vero Beach. And we were growing spirulina, but a little bit on the side. We were growing a lot of macroalgae. So spirulina is a microalgae. You have to look at it under a microscope in order to be able to see it. Unless you have billions and billions of cells together, which you can see in the jar. In fact, this 1 pound jar has 25 billion living cells in there. You could take a little tiny drop and you can put it into a big fish tank, and in a week with the right amount of nutrients and a little bit of sunlight, the whole fish tank is going to look like this. So it grows very, very quickly, but it also needs the right environment for it to grow.
Now, there are about 2,000 different types of algae on the planet. Not all are edible. There's only 4 that are edible. Only one of those edible algae has been GRAS certified by our government, generally recognized as safe, and that's spirulina. Why do we want to eat spirulina? Because spirulina is so nutrient dense, because it is so packed full of vitamins and minerals and enzymes and phytonutrients, and has all this antioxidant activity. And because humans in America and in Western developed countries are starving for nutrients, that as soon as you start giving the body those nutrients that it's lacking, then the body begins to function properly. It begins to awaken. And so I'm very, very excited about this particular product because my life is all about the natural healing arts. Spirulina is like a sponge. It will absorb anything it comes into contact with, so we don't like to use plastic. We like to use glass. So if it's not been dried, it's not been cooked. All we do is we take it out of the water and we drain it. So we drain some of the water off of it. NASA is experimenting with spirulina for space travel. So spirulina is not new. What is new is we're offering the spirulina in a unique form as a raw living spirulina. In that form, it is many, many orders of magnitude more powerful than the cooked or the powdered spirulina because it has all the nutrients intact. Our spirulina is grown in Vero Beach, and it's grown in an enclosed pond, so no bugs, no insects, no birds can get in there. It's a raceway pond, so it's very long and narrow. My point is we take every step to make sure that the spirulina, the raw living spirulina, is grown under a controlled condition using purified water, or at least filtered water, and it's completely enclosed with a fine mesh screen to make sure that, actually the top is completely covered, but there's a fan and there's an intake that has a fine mesh screen to keep any insect.
Yeah, the water's not touching the earth, the ground. It's a concrete shape, and then we have a liner that's made out of rubber tree. So it's sitting in this.
I thought it was just grown in nature. So it's actually grown in a completely controlled environment.
Completely controlled,
right? Yeah. Our water comes from the 600-foot deep aquifer. There's 3 aquifers in Florida. One of them is a surface aquifer where all the water comes from, drinking water.
So it's filtered. It's that water that's filtered. It's coming up from the ground.
Yeah, the water's coming from the ground under pressure. It's like a spring. We do a test on our water every year. The last test we did 368 individual itemization testing. All of our test results are posted on the website, so we're 100% transparent. You can see every test that we do. All our heavy metal test results are done every year through Capital Laboratories. Our BMAA testings are done. Just recently showed 0. Our microtoxins, all those showed 0. We completely empty out our greenhouse every 2 months, clean the whole thing, spotless, brand new, fill it up with fresh water again, add a new culture, and in about 10 days, it's full ready to harvest.
So your culture though comes from the culture before. So what was your primary culture from?
From Lake Chad.
All right, from Lake Chad in Africa.
Yes.
All right.
Spirulina is very high in zeaxanthin.
What is it, how again?
Zeaxanthin.
What is that?
It's a phytonutrient,
Okay.
and it is responsible for almost 95% of all the supplements for eye health.
So the spirulina cell has an outer membrane that is made of chlorophyll, and then it has an inner liquid which is made of phycocyanin.
That's the blue. That's
the
where green
blue.
algae comes from.
So the outer membrane is green, the inner liquid is blue.
Like right in.
Spirulina likes 90-degree water, and it likes a lot of sunlight, and it likes high alkalinity.
It's
So
very pure.
it basically wants to have a pH of 10. That pH is so high that nothing else can grow in it, except for spirulina. Tim went on a spirulina fast for a month. So all he ate for 30 days was fresh, raw living spirulina and fresh Florida coconut water. That's it. He did a blood test at the beginning of this fast and at the end of this fast. His iron in his blood content went up 30%, 33% in 30 days.
Because of the iron that's in the spirulina.
Apparently. I mean, I don't know of any supplement, I don't know of any food, I don't know of any protocol that will increase your blood iron 33% in 30 days, either man-made or so.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you can't lose. My only concern would be over, the reproducibility of the antimicrobial part, that you would be able to guarantee that it's always tested, and then the size is really big. Like maybe I don't want to take it every day or eat it every day. Do you have like a half?
Planet on the same token. So we found a company in California called Vericool, and they make a 100% compostable, 100% recyclable packaging boxes for shipping perishable items. And they designed a perfect box for us. It holds 2 jars, ice pack on the bottom, ice pack on top. And then for anybody that does not want to use both jars, or maybe one jar fresh and the other jar freeze it, you put them in these ice cube trays. One jar will fill this whole tray. So each one of these cubes is 1.3
It's like a
ounces.
serving.
1.3 ounce serving.
I would certainly agree that you can overdose on synthetic man-made supplements, like an iron supplement. However, all the research shows that when you are getting your nutrition from plants, whole plants, then you can't overdose on any of the nutraceuticals. You can't overdose on iron, you can't overdose on protein if you're getting it from whole, fresh plants. In this country, we spend more fuel on cooking our food than all the cars, all the trucks in the entire country on every road. Every single box, bottle, jar, or bag in the grocery store has been cooked.
Coconut water has everything our bodies need except iron. And this is loaded with iron.
I tried some.
So now when you add the spirulina in there, now you have the blood transfusion effect. And this will permeate through the epithelial cell wall of your stomach lining in 15 minutes on an empty stomach.
Right here. This is my pharmacy. This is my medical insurance copay right here. So 15 years ago, personally, I was a shining example of fat, sick, and nearly dead. I was chronically fatigued, I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, I was sick all the time. I had headaches, I had backaches, I had migraines, I had colds, flus, throat infection, you name it. And I stumbled across this lifestyle quite by accident. I mean, I was totally on the standard American diet back then. And I made changes slowly. And every step of the way, I was losing weight, I was gaining energy, and I was getting sick less often. And I thought, this is interesting. I wonder how this rabbit hole goes. So I decided to go 100% raw for a month just to see what would happen. The difference between 90% raw and 100% raw is not 10%. That last 10% is exponential. That will launch you into a different reality, into a different universe. So I lost 100 pounds. Headaches gone, backaches gone, migraines gone, sickness gone, glasses gone. I used to wear prescription glasses to drive a car. I don't need them anymore. I don't even know where they are. And mental clarity through the roof, energy through the roof, high blood pressure gone, high cholesterol gone. Living raw foods is where it's at. And this is probably the best raw living food on the planet because it's at the very bottom of the food chain. It's a foundational food. So we have a series of retreats that we also do for people who would like to try the Raw Living Spirulina as a fast. And we go fun places like Costa Rica and to Sedona and to Asheville, North Carolina, and other destinations like that. So check out our website, rawlivingspirulina.com for the next retreat. Basically, we'll do a fast for 6 or 7 days on fresh Florida coconut water and raw living spirulina, and then we'll start refeeding with some delicious raw vegan food like what Sonia makes. We have professional raw vegan chefs that prepare the most delicious food ever. And the interesting thing you'll notice if you try this as a fast, the raw living spirulina, if you incorporate it into your juice cleanse, is that you're not going to feel tired. You're not going to feel weak. You're going to have energy. And you're going to feel like amazing. You're going to, just feel great. Because, and I'm convinced, the reason why is because this stuff is so power-packed with proteins, with enzymes, with phytonutrients, all those things that our body needs. There doesn't seem to be a healing crisis that occurs when you fast on this. There's not a detox reaction, which typically happens when people go on a juice cleanse or a fast of any type. Especially, you have people now that are saying, you have to keep growing this. I need this product. I can't live without it. It's making me feel so much better. It's reversing my symptoms. It's improving my athletic performance. So our mission is to spread the word and to let people know that, you have an option here. You have a superior product, what we believe to be a superior